wait, there's another uphill. Let's try and gun it and try and get some momentum up this hill.
Hello! So right now it's almost 1 PM and I'm starting my journey from Sungai Petani. 200 meters, what do I do? Wait, 200 meters and then Google Maps is frozen again, I think. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, it's just as I was saying. I'm just leaving Sungai Petani. It's 1 o'clock. So I've got about 100 kilometers to ride today. It's supposed to be flat according to somebody I met who lives in whose hometown is Greek. So he said it's mostly flat. So okay, good luck. Well, in any case, I've got the Voltron e-bike and I've got some spare batteries. So I shouldn't have any problems lah. Anyway, I haven't booked my hotel like I normally would because the hotels in Greek are not on the hotel booking apps. So it seems I've got to arrive there and then book my hotel. So what I'm going to try and do is halfway, I think I'm going to have to stop and call some of the hotels and see how much they are and whether they can reserve a room for me for tonight. Then tomorrow is the big challenge, Banjaran Titiwangsa. That's the one where if you don't cross it, you're going to be stuck somewhere in the middle. And if it's evening time, it is probably dangerous because of the wild animals that sometimes come out. And also, not to forget, the dreaded yellow Volkswagen. Okay, hope you guys are enjoying and following while you follow my video vlog. And if you haven't donated to the cause, to the charities, I hope you do. Hope you find it in your heart to donate generously. If you have, thank you from the bottom of my heart on behalf of the Lions Club and the 4 charities that they have identified. Thank you so much. Okay, ciao. I'll catch you in the next video when I have something else to report. I think I'm still in the Petani area because the traffic is quite high, so judging by that, I think that I'm still in Daerah Sungai Petani. I can't wait to get out of this Daerah. I think that the roads become narrower and quieter, and that's what I'm really looking forward to. Weather-wise, the forecast last night was rain at 1 PM, but just now when I checked the weather forecast, it had updated itself and said cloudy. So I'm going to try and ride as quickly as I can to get to Gerik. Nice shade.
There are no shades because the sun is right above us. I've only been cycling for like 25 minutes, but the going is quite tough because of the noonday sun. It's just beating down. You can see clouds, but the clouds are not blocking the noonday sun. You know you're cycling and you're hot, and the outside also is hot, the environment is hot, so it's just terrible. But it's okay. I'm not cycling for myself. I keep reminding myself that I'm cycling for charity. Okay, on to Gerik. Dark clouds ahead. Hope that it's raining now so that when I get there, there'll be no rain. Well, the traffic has thinned out. We have a big highway here, but as you can see, there's not much traffic. If it wasn't for the hot weather, I think this is a nice highway for cyclists to cycle on. So I thought I'll tell you a little bit about this morning's press conference. Voltron's big boss invited reporters to come over, and you know nowadays it's not just RTM1, RTM2, TV3 and TV7 that makes video coverages. So even the newspapers have their own, shall we say, video section, video arm. So one of the reporters came over with his video camera and interviewed us. And we had a small flag off ceremony. Gee, I hope someone took photos of that. That was quite a nice, simple flag off ceremony. You can share with the Lions Club later. And then I thought I'll just take off because it was about 11 AM already. But then the big boss of Voltron asked me to have lunch, a quick lunch. So I did, and that quick lunch also finished at about 12:30, and by the time I left Voltron it was almost 1, because you know I got to put on all my sleeves and my leg sleeves and whatnot. Anyway, how's the sound for this camera? Remember it had a buzzing sound because of the vibration, because this selfie stick is tied to the bicycle handle. So what some of a few boys in Voltron's factory, what they did was they dampened the contact points of the selfie stick. So I was hoping that by dampening it, it would minimize the vibration and also cut down the buzzing sound. Hope it's much better. Ow! Went over a small bump. Hi!
5 kilo RM20 je. Banyak-banyak pekan. Pekan apa yang suka main campak-campak? Banyak-banyak pekan. Pekan apa yang tak pakai wang kertas? Oh, those dark clouds ahead. If it was raining here, I could just stop at that bus stop or over here, but it's not raining here, it's raining over there. Well, I'll just keep cycling until I hit the rains. Anyway, I managed to book a hotel in Gerik. Well, actually I didn't book it, I just reserved a room first because like I said, none of the hotels in Gerik are hooked up to the hotel booking apps, but luckily I managed to get a room. Okay, I'm making quite good progress, cycling as best as I can. It's already gone a little cloudy, as you can see. Not many shadows around because it's cloudy, so it's quite nice. But clouds also mean rain lah. So I just hope it's cloudy and not rainy. Okay, anyway, on to Gerik. Oh, there's a nice lake over there. I just cleared quite a steep hill. This is probably the kinds of hills I'll be facing tomorrow from Gerik all the way to Gerik. That's the Banjaran Titiwangsa, which I've been worried about even before the start of this journey. Ah well, worst things could have happened. Downhill! Hi! I just made a call to the hotel and I'm actually in the middle of nowhere, and I was warned before I left Petani that there's no line along this way, but I wanted to test out the Red 1 network reception. Well, I had to call twice, and on the second time I could actually talk to the receptionist at the hotel. So I have to say that this Red 1 is a pretty good network to use if you're cycling around the country. There's actually network coverage. Of course, in this place in the middle of nowhere, I suppose it's not as good as in the town areas lah. But I know that there are some mobile phone companies, well, mobile network companies, operators who have very bad receptions outside
towns and cities. But red one is okay. I'm pretty happy with it. Feel drops of rain. It's really dark. Well, if it rains a little harder, I mean like it starts to drizzle properly, I'll put on the raincoat. If not, I'm just gonna keep cycling. Drizzling is started. Just looking for a place where I can stop for a quick rest and also to put on the raincoat. Hopefully around this corner. There's somewhere here but I can't go in. Someone's house. I'm just gonna go in. I don't know whose house this is. Well, it's really raining as you can see, and I just went into that house to put on my raincoat, and I think I'll just cycle on in the drizzle. It's just a drizzle. If it rains heavily, then I'll stop definitely because it's dangerous. Visibility below, that means that cars won't be able to see me, but I think this is quite okay. In fact, it's nice and cool now, but the bad thing is you get really sweaty under this raincoat. But my raincoat doesn't cover my legs, so my legs will be wet. Oh well, doesn't matter. Right, let's try and cycle a little bit more, and let's you know what they say, make hay while the sun shines. And in this case, cycle as far as you can before it really pours. Banyak-banyak kuala apa yang tak boleh let go. Banyak-banyak pekan. Pekan apa yang selalu ambil MC? I think that the drizzling has stopped, although the clouds are still dark, but I've taken off my raincoat already. It didn't rain much, it didn't even drizzle much, but it was so hot under the raincoat. Whatever. Put away the raincoat and as usual it starts to drizzle. Apa lah. Forgot to put the raincoat for this guy. The drizzle is getting heavier, so I think I better stop somewhere and put on my raincoat again because I don't want to fall sick. Well, maybe at the end of this hill. I just stopped just now to get a bottle of water, so I had to take off the raincoat because my bag was under my raincoat. Then I had to put the raincoat back on again. Can you guess what's happened now? Yep, the drizzling has kind of like slowed down a little bit. What to do? The rain has started again, so okay, I'm quite glad I have my raincoat on. Oh, it's getting heavy. You can see it's quite heavy up there. Let's get here. You see that kampung there? It's called Tia. So I think it's kind of funny lah. If you want to go to this kampung, you say, "Aku nak ke Tia." Well, after a few false starts, the rain finally came. So it's kind of heavy, and my legs are all wet because my raincoat doesn't cover my legs. And well, I just thought I'll stop here. I really don't know whose house this is, but I hope that it's. I just hope it's okay. Anyway, I'm only 40 kilometers away from my destination. I've already booked my hotel. I've already paid a deposit. Strangely enough, in this place, I don't know where I am, which kampung I'm in, but yeah, Red One actually has got line here. So I could connect to the internet to pay the deposit. It seems the hotel requires it. So okay lah, since I got internet, so I just went online and put a deposit down lah. Okay, the rain keeps looking as though it's going to stop, and then it starts up again, and then it looks like it's going to stop, and then it will start up again. I'm just going to give it another maybe 15 minutes, half an hour. It doesn't matter. I've got all the time in the world actually. Yeah. So I'll start cycling again when I'm able to. Downhill. Supposed to be 165 meters high, and I'm really struggling with it. Oh boy, I wonder what will happen tomorrow when I go on the Banjaran Titiwangsa, which, if I remember correctly, is 1,600 meters high. Oh boy. Oh well. Almost at the top. Oh, this is not the downhill. There's more uphill over there. Holy moly. More uphill. Holy moly. Okay. This uphill is never ending. Oh, but look at the scenery. Look at that. Look at the mist on the mountainside. My legs hurt, my butt hurts, everything hurts. So I'm just gonna take a rest here. Hang on, let me just put this thing properly. Okay. Woo, look at that view. Okay, I'm just pushing my bicycle right now because my butt hurts. I'm gonna have to change my seat and the handlebar to get a more upright kind of. Oh no! Oh no! My sandal broke. What? Oh. Ah well. Okay, downhill. There's another uphill. Let's try and gun it and try and get some momentum up this hill. I missed the top of the hill. Nice. Trying to distract myself from the tiredness and the pain. Whew. Downhill, and please, no more uphills. There's a slight uphill there. Oh, missed. It's like going up Genting, man, this place. The downhill that we've all been waiting for. Okay, an uphill. Yep, there's an uphill. Uphill is never ending. There's still more uphill. He's also struggling up the hill. Okay, here's another downhill. Is this one of those false hope downhills or what? Let's try it out. Pretty promising. Well, let's take a look what's around the bend. Woo! That was the end of the downhill. Such a short downhill. Wait, hang on. There's another one coming, I think. This is another downhill. Not very steep, but still better than pedaling. Central Forest Pine 1. More uphill. At this rate, I'm never going to get to Gerik. Never ending uphills. You get some nice downhills and then uphill again. 26 km to Gerik. But look at how high this uphill is. Oh boy. More uphill. Oh boy. It must be from all that cycling. Oh well. Okay, downhill. Oh man, this I was gonna say downhill. I can see there's another uphill. Oh boy. Uphill. There's been warning signs all along this stretch saying that wildlife might cross the highway, and one of the advices that are given is wait, is there a plural for advisor? Can give a piece of advice, 2 pieces of advice. So one of the advice given was not to get out of your car if you see wildlife. Well, I'm on a bicycle, so I guess I'm screwed. Wow, look at the view! Oh, that was a lovely downhill! Yeah. Elephant crossing ah. Holy moly, what do I do if there's an elephant crossing? It's not a slot Najib lah.
Hello, what a day it's been today. Okay, let's start with the thing that is most memorable, and that's the hill. As you're nearing Gerik, there's this big hill that just goes on and on and on. And I'd already used up one whole battery because I started quite late from Petani. So I thought I better try and get here as quickly as possible. It's actually 96 kilometers. I checked the Google Maps, but the last 40 kilometers, like halfway, is just that hill. It's just like never-ending hill. And then you go downhill, but you know there's another hill waiting for you. So it's just terrible. And it rained, so I was just drenched. You know, this is one of those rains where you're not quite sure whether it's just for a while or what, and sometimes you're right and then sometimes you're wrong. And today I was wrong a couple of times, so I was like wet, and by the time I put on the raincoat, you know, I was already wet and sticky inside, and it's just so uncomfortable riding when you're wet in underneath a raincoat. And I tried my best to get to Gerik by 6, and 5:45 I'm thinking I've got another 25 kilometers to go and it's still the hill. I haven't even cleared the hill yet. Then I think it was 15 kilometers away, it was still hill. There were some small kampongs, and I thought, okay, I'm quite near already. But when I went to check the map now, because it's raining, so I couldn't see the map. The map was in the pouch, under the waterproof pouch. So I could only try and listen to turn left at the next junction, that kind of thing, you know, and hope that the Google Maps has not turned off by itself. But yeah, and then I had something like 6 km to go, and it was still, you know, like gentle hills. This place is just hilly lah. It was just terrible. By the time I got to the hotel which I had booked, so there again, because I already booked and put a deposit, because I was afraid that there will be no hotel room available. So I at one of my stops, I transferred 50 ringgit deposit for my room, which is this room lah. Oh, by the way, behind me is my washing. This is my daily routine: wash my stuff and then hope that they'll dry. Anyway, yeah, I was quite wet when I reached the hotel, and I was quite miserable, and locked up the bicycle. Luckily, I could put the bicycle inside the hotel, and then I came up. I washed my clothes, you know, and then showered, and so here I am. I thought, let's just do the fun things, which is the video. Yeah, today was just a miserable day for me. I was in pain, and I really wanted to conserve the batteries, because I wanted to know how much battery the bicycle would take up for tomorrow's ride. So I was testing it in today's ride. So I noticed that the hills here are quite steep. Normally when I'm cycling in KL, I can put it at power 1 and I can actually go up the hill. But these hills are quite steep, so I had to put power 2 at least. But you know, Power 2 means it's using up more battery power, which means that your battery is going to run out really quickly. So I'm gonna, my shoes, I broke my sandals, so I threw them away. So I wore my rubber shoes, and the whole way my foot was just wet, and that was not a nice feeling. And then so now I'm trying to dry my shoes and socks and everything. And so because I've got wet shoes, so I can't go out for dinner. So my dinner tonight is going to be the packet biscuits which I brought from KL, which I have been just eating a packet or two. In fact, I gave away half of that, half of the packet biscuits to some of the boys in Voltron, because they had helped me to service the bike. So that was quite nice of them. And yeah, so I've got a banana which I stole from this morning's breakfast at the hotel. So I've got that, and I got my leftover chips which I bought from Ipoh, and I think masuk angin already lah, but you know, I'm just gonna eat it lah. And then tomorrow, it's the part of the journey which I dread, which is the Banjaran Titiwangsa, the east-west highway. So like I said, I cannot stop in the middle, because at Pulau Banding or Banting, I think it's Pulau Banting, in the middle, the halfway point, it's 500 ringgit per room per night. And I'm thinking, if I use up that money, then why am I cycling for? You know, I'm cycling for charity, but here I am using up 500 ringgit rooms. Like that does not make sense at all. I've been quite good. My room average price is about 75 ringgit, and so that's my target. You know, around that 70 to 80 ringgit. I think that's fine. And yeah, after all, if I use up all the money, then there's no point for the charity. So yeah, I'm keeping these things in mind. So I really have to get to Gerik tomorrow, and that's 140 kilometers, and if it's uphill, so I don't know if Google counts it, but by laying a 2D map, you know, but you know, if you're going up and down like this, it's more than 140 kilometers, you know. So but I don't know. I've got so many things in my mind, imagining what tomorrow will be like. But I think that, you know, for once in your life, you just gotta go on this adventure. Okay, I'm charging my stuff. I'm gonna rest, and then I'm gonna have an early night, and then tomorrow morning I'm gonna leave at as early as possible. Maybe about 6:30. I'm just gonna leave the hotel and just try and clear that Banjaran Titiwangsa, and hope I've been told that the sunrise there is phenomenal, so I've got that to look forward to. Okay, now again, before I go, just want to remind you guys that I'm cycling for charity. So if you can find it in your heart to donate to the Canossa Kindergarten that caters for B40 families, to the OKU who wants to do a bit of retraining for themselves, and for to feed the poor, to feed the poor, and also to help the hardcore poor. So any amount would be great. I appreciate it. I'm sure the Lions Club will appreciate it. I'm sure the charities will appreciate it too. Okay, see you guys tomorrow.